Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MSNBC, my snarky news broadcasting channel. All of the news, none of the pants. I can guarantee that at least one of my co-hosts are not wearing pants. I'll let you figure out which one that is. And speaking of my gorgeous co-hosts, we have Wren from Relations and Shitlords Anonymous.
Hey guys.
As well as Ishtar from her own Twitch streams and, well, when she kind of randomly plays Sarah right here on Help for the Guildless.
Hi guys. Hi Jacob. Hi Ray. I did not change my hair. I just refreshed the color and it's down and still partially wet from my shower.
Sure, we'll go a shower.
Yes, that's right, people. I was in hot water cascading over my body with soap and the whole 9 yards.
My name, of course, is Antoine the Great. I think I said that already. Whatever.
Yes.
It's been a long day. So, ladies.
Yes.
Do you know what is in a couple days?
Halloween. And Wren has found the greatest loungy outfit in history.
And it has pockets.
Female. And it has pockets.
Is it a Snuggie?
No, but I need this in my life. It is amazing.
It has the truest phrase ever on it.
Fuck the world?
Nightmare before coffee.
Yeah, that's definitely you.
And it has pockets.
And it's got pockets!
Not many dresses that are comfy also have pockets.
I put it in the chat so everyone else can enjoy this.
We are not going to have an entire session about talking about something for women that has pockets.
Do you understand how valuable women find pockets?
Do you know how few women's items have pockets?
Right?
Do you know how much I really don't care?
That's because you're a misogynist.
A misogynist, not a
Yes,
misogynist, a misogynist. What is a misogynist?
Well, obviously you're a misogynist who happens to be mine.
Alright, that works. Well,
Yep.
Since this is already going downhill faster than, well...
Ray can slide off his chair?
Yes. Let's go ahead and say hello to people who are in chat. It's been pretty active, actually. Zar was actually first, stealing it away from Mitzi, who follows it up with,
no!
damn it!
No!
So we got Zor in the chat. Mitzi is here. How's it going, Jacob? He and I have been talking about his camping trip. Wren has the Mountain Dew voodoo. Shame on you. You should be sending that my way.
My work only has 2 more 12-packs of this, and I intend to, if I have the money, get more. Because I can't find it very many places.
Because it's limited edition. Johnny P, the Gulf City Lethal Spurg, is here. How's it going, Johnny? It's nice to see you again. Ben C was here and left. He said he can't make the show. He's got to sleep. That's fine. Steve Fernandez is here. Says narwhal. I don't know why.
Because narwhal.
And then
Everyone understands that.
Ray is here. He says first. Oh, never mind. And then Tom Leach jumped into chat singing, which we're not going to follow because Chris Raygun will copyright strike us. Best Remy is here. How's it going, Remy? And Sparky is here. Oh my god, Sparky actually showed up to a show.
Hi, Sparky.
Hi, Sparky.
And Damn Alien. How's it going, Damn Alien? That looks like everybody. Zeo Gold just jumped in at the end as well. Alright, that should be everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Tom says if anyone donates $50 to the stream, he's going to send you 4,200 magic cards.
Oh, Jesus.
If you brush your teeth with Mountain Dew, you're okay. At this point with my work schedule, I might as well bleed Mountain Dew and Monster Energy drink.
Yeah, I know.
Live off this stuff.
I know how that feels. Alright. Like I said, Halloween is coming up this Thursday, I believe.
Yes.
All Hallows Eve. We already went through the costumes last week that you can't wear because SJWs will go nuts over it, as well as the weirdest costumes, which are for lazy people or just want to be that person at the party. This week, though, I believe my two gorgeous co-hosts have come up with something devious, something a little different, something a little spooky for your entertainment. Unfortunately, I do have to say, there was no Florida Man Halloween stories, so you're shit out of luck with that one, but I do got a good one.
Well, we also do have a different creature from Florida this week.
We do, which is not an alligator.
Meow, meow.
How's it going, Brianna?
Hi, Brianna.
Apparently thinks Tom is terrible for wanting to unload all of his cards on someone. And I don't know if you just saw, but Ishtar, you want to show your cookie again?
Yes.
Now, I said cookie, not nookie. This isn't Pornhub.
Meow, meow.
Wait, I didn't know we were doing... I have to change outfits if it's that kind of stream.
No,
I made chocolate sugar cookies and iced them like black kitties.
no, it is not a famous African horse. I will eventually find a story with a famous African horse in it. But do we want to get started?
Yeah?
Alright, so what do we want to start with?
I'm awful.
What do you want to start with?
I guess we're starting with cringe, because someone decided to shovel cookies into her face.
Alright. Well,
It's cookie or me being annoyed. Take your pick.
that's in the title. We'll go here. This one's just kind of funny for... We've all heard of accidental, like, something getting delivered to the wrong place. A hazmat team responds after uranium gets delivered to a halfway house.
I'm sorry, what?
Hazmat team responds after uranium gets delivered to halfway house.
As in, the stuff they make nuclear bombs out of.
You are correct. In Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, a hazmat team responded to a halfway house, halfway house in Pennsylvania this week after a resident received an order of uranium through the mail. Authorities say no charges will be filed because the shipment was legal and poses no health risk.
I didn't know that you could order uranium through the mail. Wren, you keep reading this article. I have to go check some websites.
Okay. Upper Darby police say the Harwood House resident ordered 2 grams of powdered uranium for $12 from a Michigan company, and it's powdered form and sealed inside a glass vial within a cardboard box when delivered Monday afternoon. The halfway house screens all incoming packages and found the powder. They notified authorities, who determined the substance was uranium-238, a material that can be shipped through the mail. It's not clear why the resident ordered the uranium. Authorities say the substance poses no health risks.
I know why they wanted the uranium. They wanted to become the next Spider-Man. So, yeah, you can get tiny amounts of uranium-238, which is what is used to make nuclear missiles. So if you buy enough of it over a long period of time, you could potentially become a new world order.
Potentially.
My credit card is going to be overdrawn for a while. But that's okay, I'll make it up on the back end. Ishtar's quiet. I think she muted herself.
Or she's planning something.
Or it could be both.
Ooh.
I didn't think anyone wanted to listen to me munching through my cat cookie and sipping my tea.
You know, as we were talking before the show started, there are entire Twitch channels that are dedicated to that.
Yes, but nobody here is going to pay to listen to me munch through a cat cookie and sip my tea.
If you lower your camera a little bit, they will.
Well, you know, I tried to lower my camera, but then you couldn't see me.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into some spooky stuff. It is Halloween season.
Okay.
Let's see. What was... Okay, never mind. That one's in the title, so I can't do it. Vatican's secret archives are no longer secret. A vast repository of manuscripts dating back over 1,000 years has been officially renamed by the Pope. Originally founded in 1612 after Pope Paul V ordered all church records to be stored in one place, the Vatican's secret archive contains all the acts promulgated by the Holy See.
Wait, did I hear you say Pope Paul V?
Pope Paul V.
Yes.
You do know it's pronounced Pope Paul the Fifth.
Pope Paul
That's
V.
not how it's written here. It's written Pope Paul V, so that's what I read.
Alright.
A gold
That's
mine
not how it's said, but...
What was that?
Go on.
A gold mine for scholars, philosophers, and historians alike. This vast collection of papers, documents, and parchments contain a wealth of knowledge about the Church and its long history. Some of its most valuable documents, including gold-plated manuscripts and acts of the Inquisition trial against Galileo Galilei, are kept securely in special climate-controlled rooms. The oldest of the documents stored in the archives date back to the end of the 8th century. Now, in a renowned bid to shake any negative connotations associated with the word secret in its name, Pope Francis has this week formally renamed the repository the Vatican Apostolic Archive. The Latin term secretum doesn't actually mean secret at all and never did. It's actually a reference to the archives being private, i.e., the Pope's personal property. Thanks to a certain cultural emphasis in some places, the word secretum having lost its true meaning and instinctively being associated with the modern concept of the word secret, assumed the prejudicial acceptance of being hidden, not revealed, and reserved for a few, the Pope wrote. This is completely contrary to what the Vatican's secret archive always was and intended to be.
So, Ray would like to know how many issues of Boy's Life do you think they have in there?
A lot.
Probably more than you want to know about, and I don't want to feel that icky with life.
But they do have gold-plated books and documents stored in special climate-controlled rooms.
Yes. And I just found another really great article.
Alright. Well, that one was pretty short, so that's fine. I don't know if I want to know all the secrets from the Vatican. Some things are better left unknown.
It's just the Illuminati secrets in there. It's fine.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Alright, so we're going to go with probably the most Florida-esque title that I have ever heard. So when I read this, I'm pretty sure the reaction is going to be, what? And then I'll have to read it again.
Mm-hmm.
Peak Florida. Snake eating another snake gets interrupted by an angry wasp.
One more time. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't hear that right.
Peak Florida. Snake eating another snake gets interrupted by an angry wasp.
Are you sure that's Florida and not Australia?
Nope, Florida.
It's nature at its most, well, Floridian. A coral snake eating a rat snake while being attacked by a wasp. Evangeline Cummings, assistant provost and director of University of Florida Online in Gainesville, shared the footage via Twitter and asked for help figuring out just what was going on. Yes, we have to blame Akajan. At one point, in the now viral clip, the coral snake thrashes wildly, either in an attempt to chase off the yellow jacket or in response to a sting from the insect. And yes, I will play the video, so give me just a second.
Snake attacking snake. Getting attacked by wasp.
What did the snake do to piss off the wasp?
I don't know. But snake eating snake getting attacked by wasp.
That wasp was fucking him up too. Yeah, how do you say no, kitty? This is my property, or this is my pot pie and wasp. A doctoral candidate at the university replied, "Youch, even venomous snakes don't like yellow jacket stings. Although coral snakes aren't great climbers, I'm sure a free meal was a good motivation. The yellow jacket, which also loves meat," that's another thing to add to the list of why we don't like wasps, "must have thought they had claim to it. It's not clear how the dead snake got into the rosebush or if it was dead when the coral snake found it, but after chatting with experts on Twitter, Cummings settled on a theory. So we've now settled on our favourite theory. Rat snake was dropped by a hawk or similar and landed in the rosebush, but the rat snake is somewhat twisted around the branches, so I wonder if when it was dropped it was still partially alive and tried to free itself and could not." So if that's the theory, it means it goes like this. The rat snake was doing what rat snakes do. I don't know, scuttling about on the ground. Was taken up by a hawk who started to try and kill it. The rat snake then bit the hawk, which allowed it to drop, fell onto the rose bushes, and because it was being impaled by thorns, tried to maneuver its way out of the rose bush and succumbed to its injuries. The coral snake then decided, well, fuck it, I'm not going to let a good meal go to waste, and climbed up to get the rat snake.
Yes.
Which at the same time, the asshole yellow jacket from the other bush across the way saw the dead rat snake, laid claim to it without telling the coral snake, and decided to tell the coral snake to fuck off. The coral snake was not going to relent, and they are now trying to settle it in court.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we got that out of the way. How's it going, Wolvania?
Hi, Wolvania.
Yes, that is the most Floridian animal thing I think we have come across.
That is kind of terrifying. And can you imagine how much worse it would be if that was Australia?
Yeah, we're not going to imagine if it was Australia. None of them would be alive. There'd be 3 dead animals, and they'd be going, what the fuck happened?
If it was Australia, the wasp would be at least 5 more inches larger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it did sound like, I mean, I get what Ray is saying. So, rat, wasp, white snake. So we will have a winger and a damn Yankee soon.
Probably.
No, alright. So, we don't know. The court case is not yet solved. It's not yet come to completion. But Damien says it's not Florida unless one of them was on meth.
We haven't got the blood test back yet.
Yeah.
Look, it was a wasp. We all know wasps are dicks. But it's pretty damn terrifying that we now understand that even snakes don't like wasps.
No one likes them.
Well, that's why they're so angry. No one likes them. They're just trying to help. They don't understand that, doing what they do and then stinging the living shit out of something doesn't actually help anything.
I'm helping. No, you're not. Stop it.
Alright, I guess we should go from that amount of cringe, because I drew that joke out longer than it needed to be, onto some actual cringe.
Alright. We will now go to influencer branded ridiculous after claiming shampoo makes people gain weight.
I'm sorry, what?
Influencer branded ridiculous after claiming shampoo makes people gain weight.
Ridiculous. Alright, define ridiculous, because influencers are ridiculous.
Well, this is an Instagram influencer.
So
That has-
dumb and ridiculous.
Yes, that has come under fire for her claims for the way shampoo impacts the body. When it comes to gaining weight, many would say a poor diet and lack of exercise may be the cause. But a health and wellness influencer from the US recently suggested it might be the result of an everyday item you've been using. Elena Shipolius shared.
We'll just go with that one.
Shared a post with her 11,000 followers on Instagram, claiming that their battle with the scales could be down to their shampoo.
I'm sure it is. I'm absolutely sure it has to do with their goddamn shampoo.
Wren,
Yeah?
have you ever washed, rinsed, repeated, and conditioned, only to get out of the shower and feel heavier?
Only when my hair was down to the mid of my back, and that was usually because it was wet.
Yeah, that'll soak up pounds of water. I did that one.
So I'm one of those people that is kind of like Jeff Holiday. I don't like all of this woo science bullshit, and unfortunately, health and wellness influencers fall under that category because they take things like mustard seeds and think it's going to help smooth skin or some stupid shit. Listen, if an Instagram quote-unquote influencer starts to tell you that your shampoo and conditioner is making you gain weight, you should probably never listen to anything she ever says ever again. Because that is about the dumbest thing I have ever heard, and I follow people like Kevin Logan.
Yeah. Her controversial post has gone viral and has received plenty of backlash, with an expert branding her words ridiculous. Alongside an image of herself holding a bottle of Pantene shampoo, Chapolis wrote, I'm going to say it wrong every time.
Just call it Chipotle.
Chipotle.
See, that's something will actually make you gain weight.
Yeah, that is. Is your shampoo making you gain weight? Quote, first it's calories, then it's hormones, then it's gut health. Now it's my shampoo. You count every calorie that passes your lips, but your weight won't bulge. Managing your weight isn't only about calories in versus out. Yeah.
Did you pick this specifically to get under my skin?
But
No.
that was a good one.
Okay, this is her full thing.
I mean, I understand that I'm really going to get a little flaky on this, but it's really something that you need to work in and repeat over and over again. This is stupid.
Yeah, wait till it gets stupider.
It gets worse.
Enter obesogens, chemicals that disrupt how your body creates and stores fat found in shampoo, toothpaste, grocery store receipts, shower curtains, makeup, perfume, and so much more. Even though you eat healthy and exercise every day, you still might battle the scales because of your shampoo. Mice studies have shown that two mice can be given the same exact diet and have the same activity level, but the mouse who is exposed to obesogenic chemical continued to gain lots of weight through its life, while the unexposed mouse remained thin. And the Gut Rehab Blueprint, I have an entire module that dives deeper into obesogens and teaches my clients how to avoid them. But I want to share a quick tip with you.
All right,
Avoid
hold
antibacterials.
hold on. Obesogens.
Obesogens.
It's like carcinogens, but for fat.
Yes.
That's not how it works.
Sure it is.
All right, okay. So, Damn Alien says, "Does she know you're not supposed to drink it?" Look, she's been eating lead paint chips for most of her life, so I don't think she understands. Conditioner is not a chaser. Steve points out that it looks like Wren's got no shirt. Zeo Gold also points out, no, Antoine. Chipotle will make you lose weight, usually in cold sweats. Tom says Antoine's puns are head and shoulders above the rest.
Oh.
And Brianna says excellent pun usage.
Here's her little tip. That's for free. Avoid antibacterials. Your skin has a microbiome too. Just as you don't want to disrupt your gut microbiome, you don't want to disrupt your skin microbiome either. Fun fact, triclosans and... How do you say that, Ishi?
Which one?
Second one.
Triclocarbon?
Yes, triclocarbon.
Triclocarbon, antimicrobials, were banned from hand soap and body soaps by the FDA because they seem to have the potential to disrupt how well the thyroid works. But they're still in toothpaste, mouthwash, face wash, dish soap, deodorant, and makeup.
Don't worry. She has a new book she wants to sell you on all of this microbiome, antibacterial, gut health, obesogens, and how to avoid them. Okay, she's talking about things absorbing into your body through osmosis.
Yes.
She does understand. Of course she doesn't understand. I'm talking about an influencer. Listen, that's not how it works. If your hair is that fucking thick that it can allow you to absorb not only the water from your shower, but the thick, viscous, soap-like shampoo and conditioner, you have been in the shower, one, way too long, and are probably in a cold shower right now, and two, look like a goddamn prune.
Yeah.
Does she understand that weighing herself after taking a shower is actually adding water weight?
Does she understand that if you look at her hair is longer? My hair, as thick as this mane is, when it was down to the mid my back, if my hair was wet on a scale, I could easily have 10 extra pounds on me. Just in my hair.
And that's after you've squeezed the water out.
Exactly. And that's after you've done every bit of squeegee thing to get as much water out of your hair as possible. That's what's causing you weight. But it gets funnier. Many social media users were angry about the shampoo comments, with one person branding them fat-phobic. Twitter user Chloe Elliott shared screenshots of the original Instagram post, captioning her tweet, "This is the next level of fat-phobic, encouraging women to think and worry about the number of calories in shampoo and its effect on weight gain. Jesus wept."
Ishtar, since you're not reading right now, go grab your shampoo bottle.
Okay.
Does it have calories on it? That's what I
don't-
want to know.
I don't think it does, but I will go and find out for you.
All right, let's see if there's actually a nutritional value chart on fucking shampoo.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is wrong with these people?
Another woman agreed, proclaiming, "As a person recovering from eating disorders, this is very problematic to anyone with an unhealthy relationship with calories. I'm already scared to touch food. I was actually relieved for a moment when I read that you only that I only use a very natural hard shampoo.
Well,
A third person replied the same thing we thought. What the fucking fuck?
Well, coming from Dr. Flossie McFluffypants, we know it's true. It's triggering her and making her relive all of the horrible moments from her eating disorder. Look, eating disorders are nothing to laugh at. If you have one, please seek help. It's a mental thing. It's enough to make you fuck yourself over in the long run. Mm-hmm. But if an influencer with giant fucking quotation marks around it tells you that your shampoo is making you gain weight and you believe them, Darwinism is going to take its course. And if you come visit me, I will help it along. How's it going, Ali?
Brianna, if you have fine hair, my mom with fine hair, it would dry quickly. I have enough hair, well, you can kind of see it. My hair is super thick and wavy. So my hair wet, it absorbed everything and stayed wet for a very long time.
I have just returned from checking the bottles that I use for my shampoo and conditioner very thoroughly. Not one of them has a calorie count. And I, as a woman concerned about my figure, am offended.
You didn't bring the shampoo bottle out?
I've also retrieved a blanket. No, because they're wet. I didn't want to drip it everywhere.
She doesn't want to drip all over the house.
I also got a blanket because I'm a little cold.
I have my mermaid blanket.
So I drink... what is this? Seltzer water. Flavored seltzer water. Let's just call it that. Mm-hmm. The cheap stuff from Safeway and things like that. It's very delicious. There are more calories in this water than there ever could be in your shampoo. Do you want to know why?
You're not supposed to ingest your shampoo.
See, now you just steal my thunder, Wren.
Yes, I did.
There's a reason. There is a reason there are calorie nutrition facts on food items and not on things that are not supposed to be used or ingested. I believe you can look at the warning label on your shampoo and it says not to be used internally.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to gain weight because of your fucking shampoo.
But I'll tell you what can make you gain weight.
Having sex in the shower?
Yes, but also the fact that there are 18 people watching now, but only 9 people have smashed the like button.
What's wrong with you people? You needed the like button.
Don't want to gain weight, do you? You'll gain weight if you don't smash the like button.
This is just as bad as the article I talked about.
Hey.
This is just as bad as the article that Matt talked about on the last Vox about putting toothpaste in your hoo-ha.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Let's not relive that. And Brianna, I'm jealous. Thick hair is fun, but at the same point, there's a lot of it.
Oh, yeah. No, Za, you push the like button to lose weight. The dislike button makes you gain 10 pounds right there.
Yeah.
Just automatically 10 pounds heavier.
Oh. But if you donate money to us, you automatically lose 20.
She's not talking about pounds. She's not talking about pounds. She's talking about dollars.
No, Wren's just being a shameless whore.
What? And if they're really nice, I'm already wearing my mermaid blanket. I could go grab a bikini top and be an actual mermaid on the stream.
That's a possibility. Brianna, trust me, curls are overrated.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, you get like about 10 minutes of looking good in the morning before your curls just make you look like you rolled out of bed and didn't do anything.
Oh, and you can't have really short, like those cute little bob things. Those are hairstyles you can't do. No. Because it just poofs out like this and you look
like
really
a poodle.
And you look like you have a white woman's fro.
Yeah, pretty much. You can either go pixie or long. When you have curls like this, it's pixie or long. Those are your two options.
What
Yeah.
if someone donates £20?
20 pounds is in British pounds sterling. You'll lose weight. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Tom also wants to add, and if you donate 50, you get like £18 worth of magic cards. So there's that.
How about this? Donate 50 and I go put on a bikini top and become an actual mermaid for the street.
Not that they can see it because the editorial window is pretty low. It's pretty small, which is why they don't get as much cleavage as they should.
Well, that's what the bikini top would give them all the cleavage they want.
True.
All right.
Like I said, she's a shameless whore.
So,
I am. But
so let's move on to some spooky science, shall we?
Spooky science!
You have something Halloween-esque?
I have multiple Halloween-esque things.
Well, hit us with some spookiness. It's the spooky season. It's about to be taken over by Christmas season.
Well, don't worry, because the sun is on Halloween's side. The sun looks ready for Halloween, an eerie jack-o'-lantern NASA image. It's like a spooky holiday message from the center of our solar system telling Christmas to back the fuck off!
Exactly.
Hold on. Look, I know it says the article says that the sun is ready and is looking ready for Halloween, but the image that is on screen is that of Mike Pence. I know he is the devil to a lot of people, but I don't think he's actually the sun.
I cannot help you with that because I didn't do anything to that.
Oh, Brianna's a good point. We should start using the word hussy. I like the word hussy.
Hussy is a good word.
Or harlot.
Harlot's also another good one.
Harlot's a really good one.
You don't see the use of harlot very often.
No, it should have used more. I mean, that's such a more classier way of saying it.
Right?
You also don't hear people using strumpet unless they're, cosplaying.
Strumpet is an amazing one.
I don't know.
Wren, you need to be a strumpet.
I'll be a strumpet.
You're a strumpet now.
All right,
Just in time for Halloween, NASA shared an image of the sun looking ready for the holiday. Even our star celebrates the spooky season. NASA Sun Science wrote on Facebook over the weekend with an image of our solar system star looking more like a jack-o'-lantern. The picture is down a little bit. You should be able to see it.
it's on
NASA
screen.
first shared the image in 2014. Scroll down.
Jack-o'-lantern sun.
There you go. It was first shared in 2014 when it was taken by the Solar Dynamics Observatory. The active regions in this image appear brighter because those are areas that emit more light and energy, the space agency said at the time. They are markers of an intense and complex set of magnetic fields hovering in the sun's atmosphere, the corona. The photo is a composite made of two extreme ultraviolet wavelengths. That's pretty cool.
So what you're saying is, and what NASA is saying... give me a second, Ali. What NASA is saying is that the sun is planning on eating us.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Alright, that's what I thought. Alright, we got a $20 donation from Ali. No message. So thank you very much, Ali.
Ali, thank you!
Oh, Brianna brings up another good one. Doxy.
I actually have a friend who goes by the screen name Doxy. It's a pirate strumpet.
So $20, basically Ali wanted to lose £20, so we're going to give her that.
You have.
Congratulations, you are now 20 pounds lighter.
I think that's also towards the top, or was the top for $50?
Towards the top, you know what? $5 more, we get the top. I'll half price it.
You're selling your Totos short there, Wren.
Yes, but not everybody has a lot of money right now because it's towards the end of the month.
And I do sell gifts for like $20 where you get the boobs. So it would be completely unfair to give Mermaid for a really, really high price. You have to price knowing your market.
All right. It's your tartars that you're putting on display.
She's allowed to sell them for whatever price she wants to. Stop being an oppressive white male.
Technically, that's not true, because if she did that, it's called prostitution.
Well, on this stream, she
Not
can
if
sell
it's
them.
pictures.
Touche.
If there's a presence of a camera, then it's porn.
Yep.
And then it's legal.
Yep.
Damn Alien is trying to set the price for you, Wren. Says for 50, she changes into a bikini. For 20, she just goes halfway and takes off the current top.
Well, I have to put a bikini top. This is a bra underneath.
All
I've
right.
got an actual bikini top for 25.
All right. So let's.
How much for no top? I think that's Zaw. He likes his channel. And you wouldn't get to see it. You just get to see the lines here. And, well, he would get to see it, so you'd be paying for Antoine to see it.
I object.
And if she objects.
I used to take baths with her. What are you talking about? You object.
You used to take baths with Wren?
Have you seen the tentacle pictures?
That's true. That's true. You promised me no more tentacles, though.
Hey,
I haven't. I have not taken a bath with Wren.
And Allie donated 5, so I will be right back with the bikini top.
$5 from Ali says for the mermaid.
Allie, you're amazing.
While Wren is off doing that, I should probably read an article.
You probably should be useful, yes.
Keep it up and I won't be useful later on.
I have batteries.
Alright. This is kind of Halloween-esque. Kind of. It is
Sort of.
it is someone
Maybe.
it is someone dressing up as someone else.
Uh-huh.
But okay, so we've all seen those videos of the people jumping out of the trash cans and scaring people. And there's always that one at the end where they jump up and the person punches them in the face.
Yes.
This is something similar. Sort of.
Those
Only
are the
complete.
ones where you just laugh your butt off and go, you deserved that.
Well, it's something similar. Sort of.
Uh-huh.
Only completely not like it at all.
Sort of, but not quite, but entirely like that?
Well, a Florida man dressed as Trump at a Halloween fair and allegedly was punched in the face by a 14-year-old.
Okay.
So, like I said, kind of like that. Sort of.
I have questions. Please answer them.
I will try. From Fox News, says, a Florida teen showed her apparent disdain for President Trump when she allegedly punched a man who was dressed up as the commander-in-chief at a Halloween fair over the weekend, according to authorities.
According to authorities.
Steve asks, why is violence always the answer? Because they have nothing else. They have called everyone that they don't like Are we back? Are we back? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Welcome back.
Is the stream back online?
Stream is back online.
Alright. So what was the last thing y'all heard me say?
I don't know.
We were discussing the little shit not having anything else. And then you started having a seizure.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you guys can't tell, mermaid blanket. So I'm
Awesome.
Alright. So a 14-year-old girl walked up to the man who was standing in online with his family Saturday night for a haunted house at the Collier County Fairgrounds and punched him in the jaw, officials say.
Why?
Because he was wearing a Trump costume. The
But
girl...
it's okay.
The girl then allegedly laughed and ran back to a group of friends, the Naples Daily News reported, citing the Collier County Sheriff's Office. That's because she was with a bunch of her friends who did not think she was going to get in trouble, because assault is only funny when it's people you don't like.
My goodness, Wren. You are showing everything.
Yeah, Ali says, I paid good money for Tartars and I am not disappointed.
Well, they paid. I cannot.
You can't disappoint your audience.
Can't disappoint the audience. What they pay for is what they get.
All right.
We are all very grateful to Allie tonight.
So, you wanted to know why she decided to punch the man in the Trump costume. Well, apparently the man wanted to know himself. So the Trump fan told authorities he approached the teen to ask her why she did that, and a deputy later questioned the 14-year-old and her parents. Investigators said that, and I quote, the sole motivation was to strike Trump. And a county school system employee reportedly told officials the incident was filmed and posted to Instagram, because of course it was. The teen was charged with misdemeanor battery.
This is when the teen learns a hard lesson about life. Adults that are not your parents won't put up with that bullshit.
Nope.
You will get in trouble.
Yeah, there are consequences when you punch a stranger. And Remy is now distracted, asking what we're talking about.
That's okay, Remy. We're all distracted.
So, okay. So the sole motivation is to punch Trump, right? Why?
Because she's 14 and all she's heard is the
Twitter?
Twitter
Man Bad?
opinion of Orange Man Bad, yeah. That's all she's heard. She does not know any better.
To be fair, Czar says, what are you guys talking about? She only punched a Nazi.
Make Halloween great again.
I agree, Wilvinia. It should have been a proper assault charge. Because the person shared it on Instagram. The reason she shared it on Instagram is because she wanted more followers and thought it was going to go viral. Unfortunately, now she's going to have a record.
Her parents must be so proud of her.
Oh, I'm sure they are, because I'm sure they're liberals or progressives. You punched that person wearing the Trump mask. Good on you. You show that Nazi who's boss.
I don't care who is wearing what mask. Hitting is wrong, children.
Children in the chat, did you get that? You do not hit people.
Now go play nice in the sandbox.
Don't eat the round chocolate bars. Those are not Tootsie Rolls.
Ew, you had to take it there.
I did.
Yes, you did.
All right.
Why?
So, because
Why are you icky?
hitting in the bedroom is only okay if it's consensual.
Yes.
All right. So, do we want to get the shilling out of the way and then continue on, since it's almost 9 o'clock? It's almost commercial break.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. I'll go first this time, so I'll give you two a chance to bone up on what you want to say. So, it is time for our normal commercial break. My name, of course, is Antoine. I run Help for the Guildless, regardless of what the other person says. And if you want to see this channel grow, there's a couple of ways you can do it to support. You can be like Ali and donate through Streamlabs and get things like Wren in a bikini. Or you can donate through buying merchandise. There is new merchandise out for the changing of the gaming channel into Cyber Demon Gaming. There's also PayPal. You can become a member with the join button, which gives you access to the Discord or the patrons only room, as well as being on the patron only hangout streams. Or, if you want, you can become a patron. It's not something that I'm demanding, although, according to some people on the internet, I have as much mind-controlling powers as, say, Professor X. If that was true, I'd be rich.
Why aren't you rich from this?
Because it's not true.
God damn it.
So, it's only if you want to, and anything you do does help, and it's very much appreciated. So, that's my shilling. All of the links for that and everything are down below if you want to take a look. Or Nightbot screams it out every once in a while. I know most people don't pay attention to Nightbot. So, over to our resident bikini model, Wren.
I'm Wren. I'm from Wren Relations. I stream there when I can. And other than that, you guys can support me by going to Patreon. I do random stuff. I'm probably going to do some pre-recorded stuff in the future just to get you guys content. And I have PayPal, I have Streamlabs. I do sell gifts if you like boobs on your Twitter feeds.
And who doesn't?
Yes. And who doesn't?
Anyone who says they don't, probably a lie, because even gay guys like tits.
Or butt. I have done some butt gifts too.
How's it going, Crint? Crint says, "Hey Antoine, first time listener, you should be doing audiobooks." You know what?
He really should. I have told him this.
I was going to say, it's not the first time someone has said that.
Oh, and I also help with Ishii with pimping out the Antoine, so.
Yes. We enjoy pimping him out.
A lot.
So if you want
of...
to make him read cringy shit,
Shush.
We'll help you out.
Shush.
Yes.
You are supposed
darling.
You are supposed to be shilling yourself out.
Well. Okay, it's your turn now, Ishii.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. So yeah, hi. My name is Ishtar. How are you? I like to help pimp out Antoine's rear end for money. So, that's always a possibility. I also, as a hobby, stream on my own Twitch channel, like over on twitch.tv/IshtarJMO. And every now and again, I will do different games. Right now we're playing through Untitled Goose Game, then we're going to play Little Misfortune, and we'll see how things go. You can also find me here every Tuesday, and every now and again, I will take pity on Antoine and play Sarah, just so that he has someone to riff with.
And don't let her fool you. She has a hidden agenda. If you donate to her on her Twitch stream at least $50, she will play Alien Isolation with no bottoms on. It will be completely. It's completely bottomless. It's only for the special people in her Discord that she gets to put on the camera from below the desk. So, $50.
$5 and we make Antoine read the next in the Taken by the T-Rex series.
Anyway.
I forgot about the Triceratops.
Yeah, that one.
Crint says real quick, hey, that, along with the audiobooks, that or a Reddit-style YouTube channel. I was thinking about that.
Reading Reddit's good. A lot of people do it. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's my shill.
All right, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program, shall we?
I don't know if I want to do that now.
And it's on to cringe.
All right. Since we're on to cringe and we're past that, I can go to the title one.
Ghost Dog, he deserves it. He's been trying to get me to play Alien Isolation from the beginning. It's not happening. He knows it's not happening, but he keeps trying to tell people it'll happen. So yeah, I'm gonna play dirty.
All right. Creationist Ken Ham wants you to threaten kids with eternal hell on Halloween.
Aww.
Oh,
it's
this
the
one.
spookiest season.
This one is the one that's in the title. This is Creationist Propaganda. And Ali just donated. Hold on. $5 from Ali for the dinos. It's going to take a lot more. It's going to take a lot more for me. No.
Because I already promised it. You gotta
No.
read it. You
No.
gotta read it.
I'm not reading it for $5. It was $50 for the last one. And I had people wanting to kill themselves because I was reading it. So there needs to be 45 more added on top of that if I'm going to read anything about a Triceratops taking a woman like the T-Rex did.
Let me work on it, Allie.
We'll work on it. Along with checking Halloween candy for choking hazards and other concerns, parents might want to inspect for something else. Propaganda. Creationist Ken Ham, who runs the Noah's Ark themed attraction in Kentucky, is encouraging his followers to hand out a Halloween gift that's more trick than treat. One way you can make the most of this once-a-year opportunity is by giving gospel tracts, chick tracts, to children and or their parents, along with candy and treats he wrote on his website. Ham suggests giving away an item he sells, which includes a fake $1 million bill with the pictures of things like T-Rex or Noah's Ark on the front, and warnings of eternal damnation on the back.
Yes, because that's what you want your kids to see on the most festive of Halloween nights. A fake $1 million bill with a Tyrannosaur busting through the front that's telling them they're going to hell.
Yes.
Do you know people will leave those fake dollar bills for waitresses that aren't actually money? They're just a cover for religious crap.
Yeah.
That is so maddening.
You know, I've been tipped as a pizza maker before with a Bible. A little mini personal pocket Bible.
Did you throw it back at them?
No, I threw it out eventually, but I did take a picture of it because I'm like, I don't think this counts. Ham claims the funny money is worth far more than $1 million, which would make the retail price of $8.99 for 200 of them an absolute steal. Have you ever lied, stolen, or used God's name in vain?
God damn it, don't fucking tell me that I'm lying to people. They know I don't lie to them. I just bend the truth so hard enough that it eventually just falls over. And
You're not helping your case.
I only steal hearts and minds and underwear from certain women.
Yes.
And I'd appreciate it if you gave it back, thank you.
Stop losing bets, and I will.
A message on the back of one of these bills reads, "So, if so, you've broken God's law. The penalty for your crimes against God is death and eternal hell, because God is holy and just." Another bill.
Hold on. Hold on. I'll get to Ghost Dog in a second. This is for kids.
Kids. This is what he wants you to give out to children.
Fear the giant sky daddy that watches you in your most private moments, or you're going to burn in hell.
Yes.
Because the sky daddy is holy and just.
Yes. That is exactly what he wants.
All right. For any of you in the chat that want to proselytize in the future, this is not how you do it. Do you want to know why the Puritans died out way back when? Because they changed the preaching of the Bible. Hell was not fire and brimstone at the beginning. Hell itself was just being away from God's light and warmth. That's why the original pictures of the devil, he was blue because he was cold. It wasn't until the Puritans started preaching hellfire and brimstone that hell became something to fear, where you're burning in a lake of fire. And believe it or not, it didn't work. did not work. It
just
scared
seems
people. It scared people away from it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, just look at it this way. Hell is going to be one giant party where the rest of us go. One man's heaven is another man's hell.
True.
Anyway.
Well,
the
hold
other
on.
bill-
Let me get Ghost Dog here. God damn it.
Come on.
$15 from Ghost Dog. Says per for the ladies Antoine and more money to you reading bad dino porn.
Oh, okay, so we're now at $20 then.
We're at 20, so we need 30 more. God damn it.
Come on. You know you want to read, what was the let me look it up.
Taken by the Triceratops or something?
Alright.
Purr for us, baby.
You want me to purr for you?
Yes.
Please.
You want me to make that very special noise that just sends shivers down your spine?
Uh-huh. I never get tired of that.
I love that. All right.
Ghost Dog is our favorite. Thank you. As is Allie. They're sharing favorite tonight because Allie got Wren into,
Bikini.
barely
And
not
it's,
anything.
and it's ravaged by the Triceratops.
Ravaged by the Triceratops. Good to know.
And then taken by the pterodactyl. Is a
Oh,
third
yeah.
one.
So they went back to the taken by because they couldn't think of something. Well, I've read the first one, so of course they couldn't think of something.
Yeah.
Alright, let's finish this stupid Ken Ham bull. Isn't he the one that said that banana is the perfect fruit because God made it to fit our hand and then basically got blown the fuck out because it's a
Yes.
genetically engineered fruit?
Yeah, among other things.
Pretty much, yeah.
The other bill, which Ham wants you to give to little kids on Halloween, warns against lust, which says it is the same as committing adultery.
What?
You're going to give children messages about lust.
Yes. Because lusting after a woman is the same as if you slept with her.
Yeah, but it's lusting out. The
People let him around children?
the cardinal sin of lust does not necessarily mean just about the opposite sex or lusting. I know it's become taken that way, but that's not necessary. You can lust after a fucking car.
I do, regularly.
Or
You
a
can-
handbag, or a pair of shoes.
And in where kids are involved, it's lusting after a video game.
Yeah. Quote, God sees you as guilty of sin, the bill reads. The penalty of sin is death and eternity in hell. Quote, kids love these, Ham claims on his blog.
Someone has been partaking of the sacramental wine a little too much if he thinks kids enjoy this.
He also urges people to buy and distribute other items he sells, like booklets about the evils of modern-day Halloween. In previous years, Ham has suggested what he calls reverse trick-or-treating, which is when you visit others on Halloween to give them goodies. Which, of course, means his gospel booklets.
See, that's the bad version of... What did you call it last night, Ishtar? Booing someone?
Booing someone.
Yeah, that's the bad version of it.
Wren, have you heard of this thing? Okay, so when you boo somebody, you basically take them a plate of treats and a card that says, you've been booed, now boo 2 more people. So you take it to 2 other you get a plate of treats and take it to 2 other houses. And you put up the card that you were given that says you've been booed in your window so people don't repeat. And it just kind of spreads like that.
So it's basically, here's a plate of goodies.
Pay
And
it
see,
forward.
that's fun. That's like, here's a plate of cookies, now go share cookies with 2 other people.
Yeah,
Right?
but what this moron is telling you to do is the exact opposite of that. Now, to address what Tom said in chat, he says, but they think lust for cars is also a sin. Yes, But he's not teaching children that. He is teaching children that lust is all about you thinking the girl next door is hot. Is going to send you to hell.
Wait, does that mean I'm tempting people to sin?
Yes.
Every damn day, Wren.
You and Ishtar both.
I know, isn't it fun?
I know.
Alright, so let's what are the evils of modern day Halloween?
I don't know. Aren't you clicking?
No. It's not a link. The reverse trick-or-treating is a link. I don't want to see I don't want to see the chick tracks. But what are the evils of modern day Halloween?
Well, let's look it up. Let's see. Ken Ham. Evils.
Basically, I'm going to spare you the time and effort here. The evils of modern-day trick-or-treating are everything that he doesn't like and or approve of.
It's not even Halloween. He said it's not even trick-or-treating. He said Halloween in general.
Yes, I know. It's everything he does not approve of.
Well, that's because he's an old, limp-dicked Christian who thinks he knows better than anyone else.
Yes.
Oh, it's from this website. Here, I pulled it up.
Alright, send me the link. I'll bring it up.
Look, we can learn something.
Yay.
And mock it.
That has more potential.
Okay, this is from Answers in Genesis.
Oh, he's gonna get this wrong.
Answers in Genesis?
That's the name of his book. The Halloween Origin.
Paganism and the Bible.
For anyone who believes in paganism, I'm sorry for what's about to come out of Ken Ham's fucking mouth right now. It's completely and utterly wrong.
We at MSNBC apologize for what is about to be played.
See, Gold, I know what Ken Ham and the dumb fucks that are like this think of tabletop games.
Yes, but it's hilarious. If you've ever got a chance to see the Chick Track movie for D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, watch it. It is the funniest goddamn shit you'll ever see.
The D&D... Are you talking about Mazes and Monsters?
Yeah.
That was not based off of Ken Ham's Chick Tracks. That was actually based off of a real life thing that happened to someone who had mental disorder.
There is a Chick Track that is put out by Jack Chick Company.
Yeah.
That got made into a movie.
How long ago?
It was like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, okay. The one I was talking about stars Tom Hanks. So that's
no. Tom Hanks isn't in this one. This is a low budget that they show awesome. Like if you're a D&D nerd, the setup that's shown in the movie would make you want to drool.
Nice.
Like pewter character stands and the actual click-in wall things. The set for the D&D game, I wanted it.
Good night, Allie.
Night, Allie.
Have a good night, Allie.
Bible Reloaded made fun of the movie. It is funny.
Alright, so let's see if he gets this right. The name Halloween origin. Around AD 600, he put that wrong, Pope Boniface IV created All Saints' Day, and Pope Gregory III later moved this holiday to November 1st in an effort to give Christian alternatives to this pagan celebration. Like the Christians did to all holidays. Christians who did not want to celebrate pagan festivals celebrated something of a positive spiritual value, in this case honouring the saints and martyrs. With the overwhelming expansion of Christianity in Europe, All Saints' Day became the dominant holiday. In fact, the current name of Halloween originates from the day before All Saints' Day, which was called All Hallows' Evening. This name was shortened to All Hallows' Eve or All Hallows' Even. The name changed over time and became Halloween. At least he got that right. A couple hundred years later, the Roman Church made November
So-
2nd... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to keep going.
Oh. November 2nd, All Souls Day to honour the dead. This may have been influenced by the continued persistence of the Day of the Dead by the ancient Irish, Scots and others in Europe. Standing against this, many Protestant Christians celebrate October 31st as Reformation Day in honour of reformers such as Martin Luther, John Calvin and others who spearheaded the Reformations in the 1500s. That is not where Halloween originated. Halloween originated in the Emerald Isle, an island. It was a holiday that was basically set forth to trick witches. Now, the myth goes that a small town in Ireland was being pestered by a small coven of witches. And the witches threatened to destroy their harvest forever unless they gave up their children. So, in order to trick the witches, many of the women in the village baked treats in the form of children and told their children to dress up as ghouls and goblins in order to trick the witches into thinking that they were not human. That's how it started.
I did not know that. That is pretty cool.
It then was passed down, and then it became you dress up. It's still, for some religions and some beliefs, you dress up on Halloween in order to frighten the spirits away. And this was then passed down, and then they would just go door to door collecting treats.
Became a community festival thing.
Yes, and then other cultures picked it up. The Christians have a wonderful history of taking pagan rituals, pagan celebrations, pagan holidays, and everything else, and curbing it to what they wanted. Because how else do you convert someone if they're used to celebrating certain things? When you can go, well, we have that too. Did you not know? We celebrate that on this day.
Oh yeah, look at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that a Christmas tree is a pagan symbol for fertility.
Well, the easiest one is Easter. Easter is a fertility holiday celebrating the spring birth of all of the new life.
Dyeing eggs was actually, they were originally dyed red to encourage fertility. See, I know that one.
Here's a fact that most people won't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everyone says that Christmas, December 25th, is Jesus' birthday.
Nope.
It is not.
Jesus was a spring baby.
Actually, he was a summer child. Scholars who have gone through the Bible and tried to figure out what time... Now, they do say that there's possibly a man named Jesus at the time. Did he perform miracles? No. But, according to where the stars were, as well as the garb that the three kings were wearing, as well as being able to travel during the night, they couldn't have done it during the winter months. Jesus was supposedly born sometime in early June or late May. But they turned it into Christmas to take over the winter solstice holiday in order to convert more pagans to their way of life. Well, we celebrate that too. We celebrate that as the birth of our Christ, of our Savior. Listen to what he has to say, and you can celebrate your holiday right along with us. I hate these people.
Really?
They're disingenuous. They're disingenuous. I hate that they're disingenuous because they try and convert people. They try and get you early and young, and they try and can brainwash you to tell people certain things. Take Jehovah... Oh God, I'm going on this rant again. Take Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses actually believe that there are only a certain amount of seats in heaven. Wren, Ishtar, if you honestly believed that there was only a certain amount of people that were going to be allowed in heaven, and the rest of them were going to be cast down, would you be telling everyone?
No.
Nope.
You'd probably just tell your family, close friends.
Yep.
And that's it, right?
Just about.
That's why all these things are fucking bullshit. None of them practice what they preach. They all believe that they are all the right religion. All of them have violent paths, I guess, except for the Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't think they actually do anything except bother people on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, psychological harm's their own, but...
Let's move on to something else. I could rant about these all night.
I
Okay.
believe it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes, it is your turn.
Ghost girl caught following waitress in Erie pub CCTV just before Halloween. A ghostly childlike figure was seen wandering by the entrance while waitress Molly was clearing the tables. Spooky sightings are springing up as Halloween approaches, like this ghost at a pub. CCTV footage at the Lamb and Lion in High Petergate appears to show a girl in a dress walking behind a waitress as she clears tables. That's according to assistant manager Lee Smith, who is 32, and said he was checking surveillance video on Sunday morning. Lee, who has worked at the pub for 4 years and claims the footage is unedited, said, "The camera is close to the bar area, and I was around there setting up after breakfast. I was checking the CCTV to see where my colleague Molly was as we were cleaning and preparing for the day ahead. I saw the outline of what appeared to be a ghost, which caused me to jump back, shocked, thinking, what on earth is that? Molly walked past none the wiser, so I called her and she came and looked at the footage. She was as startled as I was." Customers have previously reported paranormal activity, including hearing a child crying in the room upstairs. Lee is more convinced after Molly said she felt someone behind her. "I don't believe in ghosts, but that footage is pretty convincing," he added. "A lot of people are saying it's the light glaring through the window, and someone said it could be cobwebs, but there aren't any. It looks like a small girl in a dress. It was very strange, especially with Halloween this weekend." He also claimed a few other colleagues have reported ghost sightings in the past. The clip has clearly left some viewers shaken, including Tasha Cushley G, who wrote on Facebook, "Always thought this place was haunted. When I worked as a night porter here around 2:33 a.m., all the Foot Locker doors would shut, one by one, and would happen once or twice a night." Michael Thornton added, "It always intrigues me how entities can walk through solid objects and yet don't fall through the floorboards and are able to stand on solid ground." Shane Sainer said, "Sounds like the pub should hold an event where people can spend a night there to see if they can see anything." Louise Fillingham added, "That's exactly what I saw when I worked at Clifford's Tower. Black shadow with the outline of a human." The Lamb and Lion is made up of 2 Grade 2 listed buildings. This means they are historic buildings. Number 2 and 2A is understood to be previously a house and a shop dating back to circa 1840, while number 4 was a house that was constructed in 1782 and was formerly the Bootham Bar Hotel.
Yawn, someone's gonna take a shot.
Shush!
If you are playing the MSNBC official drinking game, patent pending, Ishtar has yawned, it means you have to take a shot. See, alright, I'm looking at this picture, and I don't see anything. Like, even having it circled.
Okay, if you watch the video, because I'm watching it,
there's a video?
Yes, there's a video. It's at the top. It's
the video at top that I have
really...
is not the video for this. It's Dad's hilariously oblivious reaction to his daughter's haircut.
What?
Yeah.
Did you play past it?
It might have. Yeah, I don't have the video for it. Hold on, let me refresh. and see if it'll bring it back up. Okay. Hold on. Are you going to play?
It's actually pretty creepy.
Alright, it's not... Alright.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start from the beginning.
Okay, watch the dark doorway. That's where you'll see it.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
That... Alright. That's creepy, but that can also be explained.
I don't know. Are you being ghostist again?
I'm not being ghostist. That can be explained. Alright.
Explain.
So, give me a second.
No, do it now.
So, you guys have heard of the Disneyland ghost, right?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Okay, so the Disneyland ghost is supposedly a ghost that walks from the Haunted Mansion all the way to New Orleans Square. Like the center of New Orleans Square, and then it disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's on old footage. It's been printed over. So people who have looked at it, who work, I don't know what they're called, but they deal with the digital media. They analyzed it, and they found out it was just footage that was printed over too many times. What that is it's a security guard late at night going from the Haunted Mansion all the way to where Phantasmic is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where he disappears. Well, that's because he moves out of camera sight. That could be explained with that. They use digital cameras. It's been overwritten too many times, and it's someone who is sweeping up, cleaning up during the day.
Uh-huh.
She says, as she's not even looking at the screen and completely oblivious to anything I've said.
Yes,
No,
yes.
I've been listening.
So,
Your screen is showing the same video that's
Well, it is now,
sitting
yeah.
on my screen.
Yeah. So it's someone cleaning up.
Yeah.
I still said there's a possibility of being ghostist.
Totally being spiritist. But to be fair, you can kind of see
A
where
broom.
the broom is. Yeah.
When it turns to go back inside, there's a long white line right at the front of it. You can see that it's stiff. It's not moving like a dress. It's someone sweeping up. This is recorded over footage, and it's bleeding into the recording that they're seeing.
Even though it's digital.
Yes.
Okay.
You do know that once the data doesn't go away.
No, it's overwritten.
Yes. Well, some of it leaked through.
Hi, Bade Mantil. I don't think we know what groypers are or anything like that.
Gropers are frog memes.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so that was your guess. Is there more, or do we
No,
want...
that's it.
I don't want to ruin the spookiness of it, but it's the same kind of thing that happened with Disneyland.
How do we know Disney isn't haunted, though? People do love jumping their dead there.
That's very true.
There's probably more ghosts than just the Disneyland famous ghost.
Alright, since we're all doing our articles from the title, did you know that Target is coming out with a new sex doll line?
Really?
Really?
Yes. Well, sort of. Only not at all. You're noticing you're noticing a theme with my articles. They sound like something that they are, but they're completely not that.
Are you clickbaiting our audience?
Of course I'm clickbaiting the audience.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
There's everything wrong with you.
Are we okay, so I'm sure you've heard stories about people like molesting mannequins and things like that. Why? I don't know. They're creepy as shit. But I bet you never heard this. Florida man couldn't let it go. Arrested after having sex with a stuffed frozen Olaf doll at Target.
Olaf.
Of all the characters.
Not Elsa, not her sister, not even the blonde burly guy. Olaf.
No, apparently has a thing for short, stubby snowmen.
Okay.
Okay.
Each to his own, I guess.
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Did not.
Apparently neither did Olaf.
Poor Olaf.
It's not like
Olaf
you could
to me.
It's not like you could tell he's white anyway.
Oh.
You are a terrible man.
You're terrible.
Why do we put up with you?
Just look, don't put your tongue on Olaf and you won't have to worry about it. A Florida man was arrested Tuesday after he had sex with multiple stuffed animals at a local Target.
Multiple.
He just couldn't get enough. You know, he might have been trying to make the tiny little snowball creatures from the short. I mean, speaking of short, we gotta talk about shrinkage when you're trying to fuck a snowman. I stole that from Damn Alien. Cody Christopher Meader, 20 of St. Petersburg, was taken Tuesday to Pinellas County Jail and faces a criminal mischief charge, according to the county sheriff's office. Meader entered the Target located off of 7150 US Highway 19 in Pinellas Park at 2 p.m. This wasn't even late at night. He was getting a nooner. He was getting multiple nooners. Ed walked to the toy aisle.
This guy is not making a case for himself.
He then grabbed a stuffed Olaf doll and proceeded to dry hump it before ejaculating on it, said police officer Sean Grantham. Someone's getting a happy Christmas. The sentient snowman who likes warm hugs is a popular character in Disney's smash hit Frozen, which is set to have its sequel premiere November 22nd, also featuring Olaf. When Meader finished with the Olaf doll, he put it back on the shelf, and then walked to a large stuffed unicorn doll, laid it on the floor, and dry humped it as well.
And no one stopped him after Olaf. How
stopped.
quick of a fuse is this motherfucker?
Apparently pretty quick. Damn Alien says that's not what stuffed toy is supposed to mean. Officers arrived and arrested Meader in the store. Meader confessed to the officers that he had done the stupid stuff and had nutted on the Olaf doll. The merchandise was unable to be resold and was destroyed.
Yeah, good.
It's too bad there's not a picture of him.
You want a picture of him?
I want to know what a crazed man who has a thing for unicorns and snowmen and a hair trigger looks like. I think that's a public service announcement. We need to alert the ladies what he looks like. TM Ryder.
Fair.
TM Ryder says no to Zeo Gold because no brony. Don't do it in public. As a brony, in fact, no brony does it because basically would ruin the figure. Fact. Okay. Steve says he's got warm something, but it ain't a hug. Ghost Dog says he wanted to fuck a snowman and make it covered in white.
You guys are gross.
Yes, they're all gross.
Tom follows it up with, you already have a picture of Sparky.
That's mean.
Don't be mean to Sparky.
That is mean.
Sparky's type would probably be the blonde guy.
Oh yeah, totally.
Alright, let's move on to some cringe.
Alright. Let's continue on with creepy. We're going to go to Minnesota.
Sorry, it did not state if it was a normal unicorn or a unicorn with wings, so I guess you're going to have to use your imagination, Ryder.
We have Minnesota Museum holds creepiest doll contest.
Now, wait a damn minute here. This...
He is biting my style?
You are stepping all over Ishtar's style right here. What are you trying to do, Wren? Are you trying to overthrow?
It's Minnesota. I can lay claim.
Okay. I surrender.
Yeah, fair.
In Rochester, Minnesota, Minnesota Museum has turned its creepy dolls loose just in time for Halloween. The History Center of
I think all dolls
Sac
are
County in
soulless
Rochester
monsters that
has
want to suck
posted
out.
photos and videos of its miniature terrors on social media, taking votes and social media for the most nightmarish one. Curator Dan Nowitzki told the Minnesota Public Radio that for a lot of the dolls, the freakiness is all in the eyes. Some have movable eyelids that snap open when you look at the doll. The paint has chipped off the face of another contender, leaving it looking like a mummy. Nowitzki says the dolls weren't intended to be frightening when they were made, but the damage from play and passage of time have turned them creepy. Voting continues through Thursday. The winner and the runner-up will be displayed over Halloween.
I don't know, some of the creepy fucking dolls in that video. I was playing the video as you were talking.
Yeah.
Like the one that was rocking back and forth is just horrible.
Oh, you don't like the doll? Why don't you like the dogs?
'Cause they're creepy.
And usually possessed.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay. So, this kind of went to another video, and it's called "This Island of Dolls Will Give You Nightmares."
Oh, I know about
this
island.
one.
We're going to watch it.
The basic story is that a little girl drowned in the canals around the island. And to soothe her spirit, the original caretakers started to hang dolls and collect dolls to keep the child happy. Said caretaker, if I remember correctly, also drowned in the canal. But it has become a tradition to bring dolls to the island to keep the child at peace. None of the dolls are ever taken off, and once they're placed, they are, for the most part, left in place. It's giving the story right there.
Yeah.
So, that is an island of nightmares.
Yes.
Oh, Ghost Adventures or something. Ghost Adventures or one of the shows went there and they filmed at night, and it is creepy as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Zeo Gold, I will not be going anywhere near Turd Flinging Monkey's doll for Halloween.
No.
I have standards. Sometimes they are low
Pretty
standards, but I still have standards. All right, well...
By the way, guys, someone died 20... We're 25 away from him reading Ravished by the Triceratops.
Yep.
Did someone donate 5?
Yeah, remember there was a donation for 5, and then you said it wasn't enough, so then someone donated 20.
only $20 have been
15.
donated total.
So 30. So
Yes.
$30, and he raised Ravaged by the Triceratops.
Don't do this to me.
I have to pimp you out. I have to.
All right, Ishtar. She bit on your gimmick. It's time for you to hit back with something good.
Which is set to cast binding spell on Trump.
Oh, I didn't.
Ooh.
Hold on. Where did you send that? There it is.
Discord. Thousands of witchcraft practitioners are planning to cast a spell on U.S. President Donald Trump later today. This was on the 25th. Taking full advantage of the Halloween season, the ritual, which will cast a type of binding spell in an effort to stop Trump from damaging the country, is scheduled for 1 minute before midnight tonight. According to the organizers, the spell is not intended to do any actual harm to the president. Witchcraft and politics might seem worlds apart, but self-proclaimed witches have been attempting to cast spells on Trump and other prominent political figures for years.
Hold on. Damn Alien asks, didn't they try this last year? Yes, and the year before that, and the year before that.
Last year, Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh was also the target of such rituals. According to researchers, witchcraft, or neo-paganism, has been growing in popularity across the United States over the last few decades, with the number of practicing witches growing from a mere 8,000 in 1990 to a whopping 340,000 by 2008. In 2018, the Pew Research Center determined that there could be as many as 1.5 million. Not everyone, however, is enthusiastic about this change. Some of them may be doing it thinking it's just fun, but they are gambling with evil, and just because their motive is one way doesn't mean they're not opening up an entry point for evil in their own life, said Roman Catholic priest and exorcist Father Vincent Lampert. I think evil will present itself as something good, maybe initially to attract people's attention, to draw people in, but then ultimately people are going to discover it's all about fracturing their lives.
Wait. It's true. It's already been introduced.
What?
It's Twitter.
Oh, God. You're right.
Look. Initially to attract something good. Initially to attract people's attention. To draw them in. And then ultimately destroy them and fracture their lives.
Yeah.
The witches who don't like Trump are years too late.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun.
So, God. Damn Alien said that maybe they've permanently bound Trump to the Oval Office and he can never leave or be removed. It's the way it's looking, because it looks like we're getting another 4 years.
Yeah.
Is anyone else looking forward to the timelines of your favorite social media outlook? Twitter, Facebook. Are you waiting for the inundation of TDS that's going to be going across the timelines?
See, all you have to do is do what I do. Turn off Twitter, or don't turn off Twitter, but just don't look at Twitter for like a day. Walk away from Twitter. There are other things in life, people. There are jobs, if you have one of those. There is things like Hulu and Netflix. Reading an actual book, that's a favorite activity of mine.
Or come watch MSNBC every Tuesday.
Yeah, or come watch us every Tuesday. Go watch Ishii when she live streams. I mean, you have other options. Just don't look at Twitter.
Even Steve has a suggestion. Porn.
Yeah.
Porn
works.
See, I just like suggesting actual like hardcover books because that confuses some people
Yeah,
as
they
to
don't know
what
how
they
to
are.
handle that.
Well, we've read some very weird Florida man stories, yeah?
Yes.
Do you think the stuffed animal fucker has any remorse?
No.
Probably not. No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Well, it does. That I have a story that does show that some Florida people actually show remorse.
Okay.
Oh, Zeal Gold just gave us a very nice compliment. Zeal Gold said, MSNBC is better than Drama Alert. Changed my mind.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zeal Gold. We love you too, man. We really do. Alright, you wanna see Florida Man have remorse?
Yes, please.
Florida Man turns himself in after allegedly robbing 3 banks in 3 hours.
That was a very busy Florida man.
A Florida man accused of robbing 3 banks in 3 hours Friday turned himself in to police Saturday, authorities said. Sandy Graham Jr., 40, allegedly robbed a trio of banks in Broward County in about the same amount of time as it takes to watch a Quentin Tarantino flick, or take in a baseball game. The spree started at a Chase Bank location in Hollywood around 2:30 p.m., according to the FBI. When he approached the bank teller, Graham implied he had a weapon and demanded money. Other people were inside the bank, but no one was injured.
Well, that's good.
Graham then reportedly moved on to a Bank of America located about 10 minutes away, and followed the same script. Around 5:30 p.m., Graham wrapped up the string of heists at a SunTrust branch and again implied he had a weapon and demanded money, investigators said. It was not immediately clear if the person robbing the banks actually had a weapon or how much money he took. The FBI released photos of the bank robber, and on Saturday, Graham surrendered to authorities and was under arrest by the U.S. Marshal Service.
That's still a pretty impressive heist.
Yeah, that's a
Something
very
to be proud of, actually.
that's quite a record.
And the fact that they couldn't identify him from the video itself. Now, he was doing the smart thing and turning himself in to get it over with, because eventually they're going to find him, or someone is going to see it and turn him in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's controlling his own destiny.
Bravo.
Bravo for him.
But, yeah, Damn Alien said he's almost as fast as the stuffed animal guy. Rabbits are not as fast as the stuffed animal guy.
But they get close.
So
Yeah.
I do have to give him credit. He was creative enough, and he used the same thing each time and got. It doesn't say how much he stole. It's not going to matter. 3 banks in 3 hours. He's still probably going to get charged with a couple of felonies.
A couple.
You think?
At least 3.
At least.
At least.
All right, let's go to cringe.
All right. Funeral mourners get stoned after being served hash cake at restaurants.
What?
Repeat, please.
Funeral mourners get stoned after being served hash cake at a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Well, that
Police-
is one way to comfort the bereaved.
Yes. Police say a funeral in eastern Germany ended on an involuntary drug high when the mourners were accidentally served hash cake.
Accidentally. There are huge quotation marks that need to be around accidentally.
Rostock police said Tuesday after the burial in Wittingen, or I'm going to try to say it, the funeral party went to a restaurant for coffee and cake, as is customary in Germany. But after eating the cake, 13 people experienced nausea, dizziness, and needed medical treatment. Police investigation revealed the restaurant employee in charge of the cakes had asked her 18-year-old daughter to bake them. However, the mother accidentally took the wrong cake from the freezer to the funeral. She took the hash cake the teenager had made for a different occasion.
Wow.
Police say the 18-year-old is under investigation. The incident happened in August, but wasn't published earlier out of respect for the mourners. That 18-year-old was pissed when she was with her friends. Like, God damn, what? You You said this would get us high.
Wren,
Yeah.
you've had an article like this before.
Yeah, that was the nurses that got it. And the nurses, it's different, though.
Yeah, but they said the same thing. It was, I accidentally took the wrong cake.
Well, to be fair, the grandpa, and I can believe it in both scenarios. The mom requests that the daughter, who's good at baking, makes a cake. The daughter makes 2 cakes. One happens to have an extra ingredient and is possibly set aside for a Friday night. Mom took the Friday night cake. Same thing with the grandfather and the nurses. I think the nurses really did like the cake because it was probably the nicest day at work they had.
I love that the 18-year-old is now under investigation.
Yeah. Like, how did you get the... Oh, damn it. Now they're going to investigate where I got hands on this because I'm pretty sure hash is not legal in Germany.
Ghost Dog says, well, that's a way to cope with the loss of a loved one. All right.
Indeed.
Ishtar, I'm assuming you sent me this article because you want to read this instead of the last one that you have.
Yes. 3 horror movies that were alleged to be cursed.
Ooh.
Tragic deaths, strange coincidences, and unnerving experiences surrounded these chilling horror classics.
And I knew these 3 already.
Sometimes the most disturbing things about a movie happen off-screen rather than on camera. Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3. Directed by Tobe Hooper and produced by Steven Spielberg, the original Poltergeist told a terrifying tale of a family who became besieged by a malicious haunting that culminated in their youngest daughter being pulled through a portal to the other side. Tragedy would notoriously follow the cast and crew, however, with Dominique Dunne, who played Dana, being murdered by her abusive ex-boyfriend, Julian Beck, who played Kane, dying of stomach cancer, Will Sampson, who played Taylor, dying of surgery complications, and perhaps most tragically of all, the film series' young protagonist Heather O'Rourke dying of septic shock.
Suddenly. She died suddenly of septic shock. She was fine one day, the next day she was dead.
The Exorcist. When it was released, the original Exorcist was so terrifying that some unsuspecting cinema goers ended up passing out in the theater. Things didn't go much better behind the camera, either. When shooting began in 1972, a fire tore through the set of Regan McNeil's home, causing extensive damage. In a peculiar twist, the room used for the actual exorcism scenes escaped unscathed. Actors Jack McGowran and Vasiliki Maliaros both died shortly after filming had wrapped, and both Linda Blair and Max von Sydow suffered the loss of close family members during shooting. Jason Miller's son nearly died in a motorcycle accident, and several actors were injured on set. There is even the story of a lightning striking a church opposite the cinema where the film was showing. The Omen, 1976.
I was going to say, not the remake.
Yeah, no.
The remake sucked.
Another supernatural horror classic, The Omen, followed the story of Damien, a seemingly innocuous young boy who just happened to be the son of Satan himself. A mere 2 months before filming started, the son of actor Gregory Peck shot himself. Then, when Peck was flying to London in September, his plane was struck by lightning. The same thing happened to executive producer Mace Newfield a few weeks later. Then producer Harvey Bernard narrowly avoided being struck by lightning while filming in Rome. The devil was at work, and he didn't want that film made, he said. An animal handler who worked on the crazy baboon scene was mauled by a tiger shortly after filming wrapped, and on Friday the 13th, special effects artist John Richardson was involved in a car accident. While he escaped with his life, his passenger, assistant Liz Moore, was decapitated in a manner very similar to a scene in the movie that Richardson himself had worked on. To cap it all, a plane that was chartered by the film before being switched at the last minute went down a short time after taking off, resulting in the deaths of everyone on board.
Why wouldn't Satan want the movie that revolves around the story of his son out there?
Well, because Damien's a little prick.
He wants to deny so to pay child support.
Yeah. Zero Gold says, let's send Antoine some hash cake for the next time he has to read another Dino Dong story.
He'll appreciate that if somebody forks over another $30.
And also, if you weren't paying attention, and you are still playing the drinking game, Ishtar yawned again.
Ishtar has been yawning. Ishtar's energy is running low.
Damn Alien says, am I the only one who didn't find The Exorcist scary at all?
It wasn't scaring me. It was funny.
I think for the time, it was scary. It's just, it's like Jaws today. You look at Jaws today, and you can still, if you've never seen it, you can still get that feeling of apprehension and fear from going into the water. But for people who see it today, it's dated, it's, the shark looks fake, the story sucks, blah, blah, blah.
But for the day...
It was the original blockbuster. It's what started the summer movie craze.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, very few old horror films are still kind of scary. I mean, I think Alfred Hitchcock's one of the few that can stay scary, but it's because he didn't show as much.
yeah, he
So
told
your
you.
brain just goes to more terrifying, like, oh god, places.
Well, not only that, but he had a way to work with the camera. Like the movie Vertigo that he did. He invented that shot and how to get it to where it looks like the dude fell down the stairs but didn't fall down the stairs. He invented some of those shots that were used, that are still used today.
Yeah.
But let's move on from spooky to silly.
Silly.
Yes, silly. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Please.
Bear raids sausages, Cool Whip from Florida family's freezer.
Bear!
So this is the Florida bear who raided sausages and Cool Whip from a Florida family's freezer. And because it is sausages and Cool Whip, he was probably high.
Yeah.
More than likely.
So there is a video.
Florida Bear have hash cake?
It's possible. I will read the article and then I'll come back and play the video. Yeah, a bear sneaks into your house and raids your freezer. A Florida family said a bear walked into their garage through an open door and helped itself to the contents of a freezer, including sausages and Cool Whip. Pamela Boodram of Longwood said the garage door at their home in the Waukeevia Cove neighborhood was open on Sunday because her husband, Damon, was going in and out working on home repair projects. Boodram said she heard a noise from the garage and knew Damon was working in the bathroom, so she investigated and found a black bear raiding the freezer. See? Racial profiling right there. It was a black bear.
Hey. What if it was Lord Bear? She was just on vacation.
No, she said black bear.
I was going off what Ghost said in chat.
The Boodrams recorded video as the bear wandered away from the home towards some bushes. She said bears are often spotted around a nearby park, but Sunday's incident was her closest encounter with one of the animals. Yes, Whip. Cool Whip.
Quit.
Alright.
Whip.
Here we go.
Come on.
Don't tell the bear to move. He'll leave whenever he fucking wants.
Yeah, you... No.
Mr. Bear.
This is not Russia. You don't
Hey,
get to
Mr.
tell the
you
bear
need
what
go
to do.
Away.
Even in Russia, the bear would stare at you going, I'm going
I
to be in
am
your
bear.
freezer.
You are dead.
Yeah.
Open the back window. Open the blinds. Just the blinds.
You there?
Yeah, I was watching the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to think this is, well, see, it can't be Bering.
Come on.
No, he's a brown bear.
Maybe one of Bering's family members.
That's a pretty good sized bear.
Yes, it looks like it could eat your car.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good-sized bear.
That was not a teddy bear, that's for damn sure.
Oh, you don't want to give him a hug?
You don't want to cuddle him?
No.
Well, look at that, ladies. It's
Right
the
on
end.
time.
It's the end of the show. And since $30 has not been raised, Antoine will not be reading another book about a damn Triceratops.
Guys, come on.
That's
Stop
okay.
bikinis.
That's okay. Because it'll just transfer over till next
Yes.
week.
No.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yep.
No.
We have an ongoing balance.
No.
That means next week
Yep.
there's a $30 balance remaining to get him to read.
No.
That sounds fair. That is incredibly fair.
No.
That is.
Yes,
it is.
it's a goal for them.
It's
healthy.
cool.
I'll make Sarah sit in and read with you.
Steve says, well, the 6 silver is more. Did you get it, Ish?
Yeah, I did get it. That's right. Steve sent us some silver coins.
Nice.
Oh, well, thank you, Steve. I much appreciate that.
Steve wants to use it as remaining balance.
Oh, don't do it. I just said thank you. Now I have to say fuck you. No.
But how much of this 6 silver coins would it cover the $30?
Yeah, it would. An ounce of silver right now is about $20.
Okay.
So that's 6 ounces of silver.
That would be enough, and the book is free off Kindle.
So as I said, the $30 has not been raised.
Ahem.
So saith us, it has been, because 6 ounce. It's how much per ounce?
Approximately $20 right now. I can find
He
out.
says it's about $100.
So that's $100 in silver. Which
But this is also fine silver.
fine silver. So we're gonna look it up. We're gonna get the exact amounts, and if that has been reached, you're reading it.
Let's see.
You notice how I don't get a say in this? It's my
You're the
voice
product.
that's going to be used, but I
You're
don't get
the
a say in it.
product. Get over it.
Silver per ounce live metal spot price for today is $17.88 for fine silver. So it dropped a little bit.
But that still means
So let's see. 17.88
kitty.
times 6. Oh yeah, $107. You're reading that book.
We'll find a way to split the money so that way you get paid for your time.
Yeah, even dividing it by 3, it still covers it.
So, we have learned on this episode of MSNBC that my 2 co-hosts are harpies.
Yes, we are.
Uh-huh. But do you really complain?
It is still my voice being abused.
You are the products.
So, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this episode of MSNBC. You can join us again next week, where apparently I am going to be reading something horrible again.
You know, I was thinking about that before we... Wren cleavage, hello. What was I saying? Right, yes. So, rather than do it on MSNBC and preventing us from pursuing our goal of relating the news, I think that you should do a separate stream for it.
Apparently I don't get a say in this either.
I'm just making a suggestion on this one.
It would mean that you could have Tuesday night without having to read the book, and then we'll just pick a different night.
Anyway, we will set that in motion sometime this week. So if you liked what we do here, go ahead and hit like, share this around. I mean, of course everyone wants to see Tartars, and we have them here. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. You can follow both of my gorgeous co-hosts on the links that are provided below. And if you want to just hear a conversation, there's a brand new show Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time called The Last Vox, hosted by Matt. But, with all that being said, my name, of course, is Antoine the Great. And this has been MSNBC, my snarky news broadcasting channel. All of the news, none of the pants. And when it comes to Wren, none of the shirt either. I have been joined by my gorgeous co-hosts, Wren from Relations and Shitlords Anonymous.
Night, guys.
As well as Ishtar from her own Twitch stream, and where she plays Sarah every once in a while, right here on Help for the Guildless.
Good night, everyone.
And from the bottom of my heart, to all of you out there in TV land, wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful evening.